war. Ever since the Air Nomad temples were attacked by Fire Lord Sozin, the world has been in chaos. The Southern Water Tribe fights for survival, as the Earth Kingdom seeks to hold off the Fire Nation army. But even with no Avatar in sight, there is still hope. Who will answer the call, and who will bring forth a new era of peace? Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years of War era. I am your GM, Josh. I am joined by my wonderful friends, Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. If you are just starting here for some weird reason, please head back to previous sessions to figure out where we are, or if you just need a quick refresher as to what has previously happened, Morgan has volunteered to do a quick recap of the previous session.
Ha ha ha, quick recap, says the big note taker. So basically what happened last episode is that Rafa had invented the word hey bitch, as well as apparently we forgot the plants.
Actually,
but
Rafa repopularized hey bitch.
Created it.
Mm-mm.
Benji also knitted some, winter material as we start heading to the was it the northern or the southern water tribe? I can't remember. Southern.
Why are you
That's right,
pointing
okay.
upwards?
The southern
Josh
water-
and I trying desperately to help, and Cass being like,
That's fine. We're headed to the southern water tribe. Tybo and Sakari sleep with the fishes, and Benji sleeps outside Rafa's elite room, like a dog. Benji has a mental breakdown, and Tybo sings, and we end up having a tea party, and we almost get caught by the Fire Nation, but Uno reverse, we don't, and end up hiding and being able to sneak away from them. We then arrive at the Southern Water Tribe, where we meet Kana, who is Gran-Gran's name from the OG series. At least Sakari has met Kana from in there. And then plot twist, Mari pulls up and says, "You are the sister." And apparently Rafa is Rosalind? Question mark? Maybe, perhaps? Tune in next week to Murray's episode to find out the test. I don't know.
Next week? All right, well, I guess that's the end of this session. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Here at Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, we do not support dead naming your friends, your family, anyone, even your enemies.
Correct.
Take your meds, respect people's chosen name and pronouns, and don't suck.
We pick right back up after hearing, hello, Rosalind. And you turn, of course, there is a young woman standing there. She is in the Southern Water Tribe garb, but she looks exactly like the person you know as Rafa, who's being called Rosalind. Before she's able to say anything, though, like real quickly, she's sort of like scoping out. Sakari, you recognize her. Kana calls over and says, "Oh, hey, Rafa, do you mind helping me and Hama with something?" And the stranger turns, nods, looks back at each of you, says, "I suppose we shall finish this later then," and runs off to help the two of them.
You fucker.
Oh,
But yeah, so now you are all together alone again, having just gotten this new new bit of information realization dropped in.
Does that canonically make Hama part of the Talarak line?
Well, Hama was in the Southern Water Tribe, and she was canonically friends with Kana. That's why I mentioned Hama and such. And so,
So wait, Hama's not the woman that just called Rafa Rosalind? Or is?
no, so Rafa is the one who just called Rafa Roslin, and then Kana called Rafa, the real Rafa, away to help out with her and Hama with something.
I feel like we need a conspiracy board
There's-
behind Josh.
Okay,
show
Hold
us
on,
red
I need
things.
a whiteboard or something.
You figure it out.
Okay, so Hama, person who looks like Rafa.
no, Hama isn't there. Hama not there.
Hama not there.
Hama somewhere else.
Hama elsewhere.
Yeah. Kana says, "Hey, Rafa, can you help me and Hama with something?"
Got it.
Woman who just walked over and said, "Hi, Roslyn," or "Hello, Roslyn," turns and says, "Sure," looks back at you. "I suppose we'll finish this another time," and then goes off.
Okay, Cass, I take back like half of my how dare yous.
How, where is everybody in perspective to what just happened?
You're all together, like outside of that shop where you all just bought clothes and got a little costume change.
I'm gonna do.
Go on.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna do one of the slow turns of like looking at Rafa, not Rafa, and I'm like internally thinking. Benji's internally thinking, what? Plot twist. This is like a good book because Benji likes to read smut, so like this is
Oh no! God!
Oh no!
this is like, oh my gosh, plot twist. Where is this coming from?
Tybo doesn't know what smut is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Benji has
Tybo can't read. Anyway, I think Tybo's just like, ha there. I don't think we've been acquainted.
Who is Tybo talking to?
Not Rafa.
Okay.
Not Rafa.
Looks like Rafa, is not Rafa.
Rafa, not Rafa.
I don't have a name yet, so until I
Anyway.
do, it's not Rafa.
You have heard
Anyway,
two
look
names.
I just say to them, I'm like, no, I don't say anything. I just look at them and don't say anything.
Is it a they look at me, I look at them, they look at me, I look at them.
It's just prolonged eye contact.
No prolonged eye
contact.
contact.
Perpetually online.
I think it's just I slow turn and then snap back to person previously known as Rafa.
You did get a name because they were called Roslyn.
Benji doesn't necessarily know what to do to help the situation, but doesn't want to make it like too awkward, so he just sticks out his hand and goes, "Nice to meet you, Roslyn?" Question mark?
Rosalind does not shake hands.
Sakari just like throws up her hands like, "Are you kidding me? You all are fucking weird," and then walks away.
Yeah, strong character choice. Yeah.
Tybo looks up and down, just like kind of grossed out, I guess would be a word. Just kind of like there's a hint of betrayal, but it's mostly just I can't fucking believe you, and goes after Sakari.
So Benji is just like speechless at this point. It's just like he doesn't necessarily know whether or not to follow the rest of them or because he wants to find out what in the world's going on here.
Morgan, you're starting to freeze.
But
I don't know.
yeah, no, I'm seeing it. Benji doesn't necessarily know whether to go with the rest of his friends or to stay with Rafa, not Rafa, because Rafa, not Rafa, um, was that person who helped him when he was at his lowest. But like, also, I don't know, because this got revealed, so he doesn't. He kind of does one of those turns of like looks at everybody leaving and looks back at Rafa, not Rafa, looks at everybody leaving, looks back at Rafa, not Rafa, and then kind of, I don't know, like he's gonna tell Rafa, not Rafa, look, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know, who you are or what is going on, but I believe that we truly meant to be friends. Like you truly meant to be a friend towards us. So it would be in best interest to, let them cool down, and I'll go see them in a second, but let them cool down and then eventually explain what's going on. And then I kind of just start to walk away.
I'm going to say for that interaction, Benjiro, you can shift your balance track one towards forgiveness. And then because Cass now is Roslyn and is under a new playbook, you can shift one away from community. So one towards will end up being excellence, but away from community is where you're going. Yeah.
They're all
I hate
old
this
playbooks.
I hate this now. We're going to shift the camera over to Sakari as Taibo catches up to Sakari and eventually Benjiro.
Sakari is just like the kind of angry where you're silent but like a little bit shaking and just like stomping in a direction. I don't know that Sakari notices anyone's following her.
Taibo, who's normally like really chatty and quick to be like, hey, let's cool off, let's find a middle ground, let's talk it out. Dead silent, jaw set. Kind of, he's not really like a hit things out of anger person, but he's like, there's a lot of tension in his body. He's not as stompy as Sakari, but it's very much like a shoulders tense, hands and fists, kind of ready to hit something, but he's not going to without like some other snap.
Ironically, as the two of you are walking, as you are just kind of stomping off, you find yourselves in sort of like a cordoned off sort of like training area where like the waterbenders and the non-benders who are part of like their fighting force sort of train and such. So you find like a bunch of like pre-set up stuff that if you want to hit you can and such. Like it feels like perfect timing to just suddenly show up and be like, hey, I'm gonna go hit that thing. And it's a thing that's made to be hit rather than like hitting a wall and it breaking.
Gives Sakari, doesn't say anything, but gives Sakari a look of, do you want to go hit things?
Sakari just like grabs some snow and then hurls it, but then like tries to waterbend it as she's hurling it.
I'm gonna say roll with passion for pushing luck, because this is sort of out of rage instead of like with focusing on your skills and such.
Meanwhile, is there like those like punching guys that are like torso and head but no arms?
Yeah, like the spinny things, or you mean like the sandbag type guys?
Yeah.
There's like snow versions of those set up.
I think Taibo takes off his mittens and just starts going.
Okay.
I got a 7.
7. All right. I'm gonna say we'll go with both of you can mark your condition of your choice with the amount of emotional stress that is being pummeled out onto these different things.
Okay, Sakari's angry.
feels right.
And Josh, at this point, like meta, there aren't waterbenders like left right now,
No,
right?
there's still a good amount of waterbender. Hama is a waterbender. She's still there. It's not until like Katara is a like 4-year-old kid or so that all of them are gone. There's still like a small handful that are there while she's still like born and getting older. So it's not as from the stories that like Sakari would know of like the Southern Water Tribe and like the amount of benders there would be and the differences. There are less than you'd expect, but it's still a good amount of waterbenders here.
Mhm. Okay, so I don't have to be scared.
Yeah, no,
about
you're
that.
good. Yeah,
Yeah. Is there, so so I have harmless pins.
Yeah.
But like, can I try to do that with water, like from the snow?
yeah. If you're in combat, you can do that with that kind of thing. If you're but because we're not in combat, you're just kind of doing whatever. We can flavor it that way though, that you're doing that kind of thing constantly.
Just like flinging little shards of water and ice at
Yeah.
stuff. Hmm.
I'll say after a little bit of hitting stuff, Benjiro eventually shows up, having figured out where you were.
I'm just gonna kind of. I feel like Benji's not necessarily mad. He's just really confused as to what's going on. I mean, how do I phrase this? Not that like he's just like and you know when you get so shocked at something that you just kind of sit and not necessarily know what to do. I feel like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place because like he sees the anger that's going on with these two and wants to help, but like knows that probably that's the best thing for them to do is just get their anger out, but then also wants to figure out what the heck's going on. um so is there like a rock nearby or like a something for him to sit on while these two have a jolly old time?
Well, the bad news is all like the solid ground in the Southern Water Tribe is very far down. But there's like snow seat, like piles of snow and such you could probably sit on.
Wait, can I make a little seat out of snow?
Yeah, you can like bunch up the snow together to make a seat.
Great, I'm gonna make a seat out of snow. And was it Sakari last time that mentioned something about snow cones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Benji's gonna attempt to try and make a snow cone out of some of the snow while he's waiting for everybody to kind of cool down with all the other to-go cups to make Sakari and Taibo and himself a little to-go cup of a snow cone or what he thinks is a snow cone.
Oh,
Um,
I love that.
what are you using to make the snow cone? It was just the snow around.
Just the snow because he doesn't
Oh,
know that something
no.
has to be added.
As you are making your snow cones, you see like a couple of little kids are sort of running around, and one stops, looks over, and is like, What are you doing?"
Making snow cones, right?
Ugh, out of that snow? Yeah, people have walked on that, and then just continue to runs off.
Wait, hold on,
Turns, comes back.
How does one make snow cones?
Oh, what I just kind of like, what my dad, what he does is he just kind of like, takes some water from the sea and then just kind of bends it into snow and then makes a snow cone for me. Or if he's not there, or ocean, I don't know. Or if
Water's
he's,
not potable.
or if he's not there, what you can evaporate it and then turn it into snow. Anyway, it's magic. Bending. Anyway.
You're still saying this.
Or yeah, it's still a kid arguing with Tybell. You don't know. Get out of here. Or if it is snowing, you can just kind of like hold up a cone, and then the snow will like collect.
Is it still snowing?
It's paused at the moment, but it's gonna snow constantly. So like there's like easy enough time. You can tell like by the clouds, it's probably gonna snow again soon.
Benji dumps out the Ucky snow, and I'm assuming the ocean or whatever is nearby, right?
There's like other snow, water. There's other sources.
Okay,
We're gonna
somehow Benji's
a waterbender right now, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
No.
Surprise number 2.
No.
Lose my fucking mind.
Benji's just a little guy.
Everyone went last campaign. Oz planned to kill their character off from this get-go, and so everyone else has decided to prank Oz in this one.
He's a fucking surprise.
Benji's gonna find some way to like rinse out the cup and just kind of plop it in the snow to wait for the snow to fall in it.
Okay.
I have an idea, and if Megan Sakari would be amenable, I think I have a way to cure one of Taibo's conditions.
Oh no.
Interesting.
And have a fun little interaction.
Interesting.
I think Taibo kind of gets tired of the dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Sakari, throw things at me.
Sakari like hears that and yes, absolutely.
Oh no.
How hard?
Punching whatever Sakari throws fast as you can.
Josh, I mean, can I make snow? I don't know that Sakari's ever tried. I feel like she's melted.
Make it
snow.
ice.
Yeah, I don't think
Taibo
you've
does
tried.
not care
So
right now.
if you want to give me you're surrounded by. I think you can probably figure it out. Give me a roll of focus to rely on your skills and training.
Okay.
You've had enough practice at this point to be able to like understand the different like moving between the shapes and such. If you get like between water and ice.
11.
11. Yeah, you can move the snow. You can like change it to the steam to or mist to ice to water to snow. You can move it between all forms if you need to.
Okay. I think Sakari starts like bending the snow up and then just compacting it in the air and hurling it. at
Now, it was an
Taibo.
11. I know you should have full control over it. I do want to say this first one, though, because it is the first time you're doing it. One giant Beauty and the Beast-esque snowball comes hurtling at Taibo.
He does punch it. He does still get splashed. I feel like a couple rounds of this, Taibo's hands are like
Well, your hands are
kind of like red, not
red,
bleeding.
they're
like,
cold.
There's like a little bit of wet from melted snow and like a little sweat. His face is like stinging from the cold air a little bit. He's got that the like cloud breath that you can like see.
Sakari like goes, "Oh, come here." And then she's gonna get some water and heal his hands.
Give me a roll of focus to rely on skills and training. We've switched over to which version?
Yeah,
Okay,
this
we're
one I
doing-
know what
Yeah.
to do. Okay, 10.
Okay, yeah. You heal up, hand Taibo. Your hands feel like they usually do, if not a little cold still. Was there? You said you were trying to clear conditions. How were you trying to clear them?
Well, I was trying to do insecure by doing something foolish in having Sakari throw ice knives at me.
Huh. Well, that backfired.
That did not go
Yeah,
as
no.
I planned.
Unfortunately, not.
No. Sakari didn't want to like stab.
No, I was assuming like an accident might happen.
While this snowball fight-esque thing / making snow cones is happening, we're gonna cut back to Rosalind. That's gonna get getting used to. Boy, I wasn't prepared to do that. We cut back to Rosalind, who is alone. What are you doing currently?
Rosalind stood, I think stood there for a while after Benji left. Just kind of like thinking about her choices. And then I guess runs off somewhere.
Did you go through the Water Tribe makeover like everyone else? I can't remember. I know for sure I won't be rid of it, but because you have the firebend, you know. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so you're in your fire, you're from
You still wearing the Taibo sweater?
Oh, I
Think
am
so,
still
yeah.
wearing the Taibo sweater.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
this is worse.
flappy.
I hate it here.
Just flappy arms running.
No, she's
No.
very. They're very like walking very general like
Mhm.
in their type of sweater in some direction.
You as you're walking away, obviously Rafa and Anna and Hama are currently busy. But you find sort of like a communal type area. There's not like it's not like a market, but there are just kind of like people hanging out and like it coming in after like going hunting or like sharing gossip of the day, stuff like that. And you see someone looks over at you, sort of like the tries to is very clearly scanning your face, being like, now I know this person, but at the same time, this isn't what they were wearing 2 seconds ago, and I feel like they're off somewhere else. So what is going on here? But they kind of like walk over.
They've never heard of changing clothes.
So uh, uh, pardon me, Rafa, right?
What's it to you?
Oh well, I just wanted to know any updates from Kana and Hama's work. We were trying to help see if we could get some well details on it because we need to know the damage that was done to some of the walls and such.
I don't know. They're figuring it out.
Oh, all right. Well, they said they were gonna come and get you, but all right. Anyway. So, I think I saw you standing over there with those three strangers. What's their deal?
I don't know.
Huh. Well, you know, I think it's nice, to be a member of a group, kind of.
And what do you know about being a member of a group?
He sort of like gestures around. I mean, like we're here in the Southern Water Tribe. We're all like family here. We all know each other pretty well. We're all sort of there for each other. Don't you have something like that going on?
Perhaps not.
But wouldn't it be nice if you had that though? Wouldn't you? Don't you wanna? Wouldn't you like to find some sort of uh group to belong to?
Can you stop asking so many questions?
Cass, do you have any conditions right now?
Nope.
Oh well, okay. So this is gonna be fun anyway. We're gonna deny a call out with this. You're gonna roll with the community principle as you were denying the chance for it.
Community.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
So this is for this is denying a call out. This is one where it might be more beneficial to roll low than it is to roll high. You're gonna roll with community. It's a 2d6, and then you're gonna add whatever your on a 10 and up. You have to sort of so you shift your balance towards that side, and sort of like the words impact you more. 7 to 9. Oh, sorry. Oh, never mind. This is just hit or miss. So on a hit, you're gonna. Yeah, it says act as they say or mark one fatigue. There it is. On a 10 and up, the words hit hard. You also shift your balance toward the principal. And then if you miss, though, you get to either clear a condition, clear a fatigue, or shift your balance in either which way you choose. So rolling low is going to be more beneficial than rolling high in some aspects.
Okay.
So
Well,
in roll community, you've already shifted one towards it at, earlier, or no, one away from it earlier.
yes.
So depending on where you started, you're either at 0, -1, or -2.
So I should be at -1.
If you started at center for the prodigy, yeah, then you'd be now at -1 for community.
Yeah, so be -1.
Okay.
So it'll be a 4.
You got a 4, so that is a miss. If you had any, so you don't have any conditions, so that's not gonna do it. And you don't have any fatigue yet. That means you can shift your balance now, either which way you would like. If you'd like to keep going towards excellence, or if you would like to go back to center.
Probably go towards excellence.
Okay, you go back towards excellence, and you shut this guy down. You don't need other people to help you out. They're just getting in your way.
I don't need anyone.
But yeah, that is a thing that NPCs can do. I keep forgetting that I can do that. Yeah, that's all we could do now. So yeah, the guy sort of looks at you, says, all right, that's how you feel, but anyway, I'll just get back to what I'm doing. Just sort of like shuffles off. And you are, and you're sort of alone in this weird juxtaposition. You are alone in a group of people. Like there's just people all around, but they're all sort of like avoiding you out of like respect for your wishes, kind of deal.
Mad World starts playing.
Camera spins.
Oh.
All right. We're gonna cut back over now to Sakari, Taibo, and Benjiro. As the snow has started to fall, you've got a small snow cone having built up. Probably at this point, Sakari and Taibo, you've exhausted. But I'm gonna say mark a fatigue for just the constant sort of training, letting out anger, etc.
Sakari's just kind of sitting over near Taibo and Benji and just like lightly throwing her dagger into the snow and picking it back. Like not like just mindlessly throwing it into the snow.
I think Taibo's holding his snow cone. I don't think he's taken a bite yet.
There's no risk of it melting here, so.
It's not. Taibo's just kind of like, eating doesn't seem like a thing to do right now. I don't feel hunger, I just feel...
Sakari like looks up at Benji. So what did Rosalind say to you when we walked off?
Nothing, actually. I'm the one who talked to them.
What'd you say?
Well, I said that, you know, despite everything, that, you know, maybe they still care about us. I mean, we're still, I would assume, you know, from all this time that we're still friends. But I said that eventually, you know, the truth has to come out. And I also said to give you guys some space.
All this time, Rafa just insisted we try. And turns out I don't even know who that is anymore.
I think
Maybe I never did.
I think with Taibo saying Rafa, the name Rafa, both of you clock that Sakari very quickly switched to saying Rosalind in reference to your friend.
Megan, I'm not. Megan!
Did we notice that, like, I don't know, did we ever, like, notice that the two kind of knew each other before all of this started?
It was never said. The only time would have been during all the chaos in the ships. But
yeah, Taibo wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
The other time was when with Benta and we were in that camp.
Yeah.
And we were surrounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said some things to Rosalind.
Yeah. So I don't think Taibo or Benjiro ever picked those up. But you also then connect the reaction that Sakari had, as Sakari did it a reference to both of the two of the twins, rather than the group or just Rosalind.
Benji does one of those, like, in like not the detective show. I'm trying to remember what show it is, but if there's a show where like they do like the bunch of connecting and you see inside their mind, and then all of a sudden there's like neurons and whatever
Jimmy
connecting
Neutron.
to each other, and all of a sudden
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. No. But it's that one meme of like all the math equations happening as you're like staring.
Yep. So then like there's just a moment of, wait, Sakari, you certainly had a reaction to that. Why? Perhaps, do you perhaps, were you aware of of them?
Aware that that was Rosalind? No. That I've spent most of my childhood being angry at both of them. Did I know they switcherooed? No, I didn't. Add one more tally onto the things that make me mad.
Sakari, what do you mean you've been mad at both of them for most of your life?
Listen, I get it wasn't their fault. Grandmother talked about all the reasons why it had to happen. Fucking fine. I had to stay. And Sakari like gets up and walks away.
Are they related?
I think, Benji, if you're hiding anything from me, I really need to know right now. I can't keep doing this today.
I mean, I guess the only thing, I haven't necessarily said it. There's not been a situation that's come up in, but I don't care about sharing it with you guys. But
As you're starting to explain this, a messenger falcon appears, perches on your shoulder, Benjiro, and there's a little note attached to it.
Oh,
Taibo
no.
grabs it.
Yeah.
Taibo opens it and then remembers he can't read. Benji, what does it say? And I swear, if I can tell you're lying.
As you open it to try and read it, but you can't. Some coins drop out of the note.
Okay.
Benji, what does the note say? Why are you getting money?
I'm gonna read it out loud to Typo. I'm not gonna hide this information from him.
Oh, I forgot to write this down. What is the moniker that your character goes by? In the other.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit, where did I put it? Let me get it out. It's on my
This
phone.
episode is just every single other person dunking on me.
Listen.
No, it just worked out that way.
Yeah, Benji, no matter what, was gonna reveal what was going on with him anyway.
See,
it just never necessarily came up.
See, you said if you're hiding anything, and I immediately went, huh, what a perfect time. Like, just opened the door, and I was like, yeah.
What are you?
I'll walk right on in.
Wait, Josh, what corner am I in?
Say what?
What corner am I in on your display?
Bottom right.
Fake bitches, fake bitches, fake bitches. In case I went the wrong way, fake bitches.
So Benji's a part of an assassin group called the Serpent. That's why he has the serpent tattoo on his arm.
I was just asking for the moniker that Benji uses when they're doing their work.
Well, here we go! Surprise! Yeah, it's the serpent.
Okay. reading the note out loud. Do you want to reconsider reading it out loud, or do you want to just read it straight out loud?
Can I read it first to make sure there's nothing like we're gonna hunt you if you reveal this information kind of thing?
Sure. You begin reading, and it says, I guess everyone would just be called the Serpent in in that society to keep names out of it. To the Serpent, here's a little early payment for a job that you have been selected for. There seems to be two runaway, well, not really two. One runaway Fire Nation daughter of a high general, and one who was supposed to go find her. However, neither have returned, and we need to sort of nip whatever information they might have in the bud. So if you could do us a favor and find them for us, you will get the rest of this payment tenfold upon completion.
Oh no. Oh no. Benji just starts saying, oh no. Oh no.
Holy shit!
No. No. Oh no.
It has been like months since you originally left. No one's heard anything back from you.
Oh shit, you're right. Benji just keeps saying, oh no. Oh no. And he looks like so panicked. Question, Josh.
Yeah.
Does this group know that I have family?
They are aware of where you live, not necessarily if you have family there, but they know that you sort of stay with somebody.
No, no, no.
We very quickly do a flashback into Benjiro's life because this feels more fun now, as we see a younger Benjiro having before joined the Serpent group.
Wait, can I input something?
Sure, go ahead.
It's a flashback. It's something dumb and silly, but can it be in like black and white, like the old timey long ago in the past?
It's just little the way, yeah, black and white film. But yeah, so it's you see, the audience sees a young Benjiro sort of standing in not really swampland, but close to the swampland, where you have two younger siblings, right?
Yeah.
That was it? Yeah, you and your two younger siblings are standing at the foot of a random hut, having been left there sort of by some passersby who you sort of hitchhiked with. And there is a older woman who has secluded herself from the world that has taken you in. And I think someone's realized who I'm talking about as we flash back forward to where we are now, as you realize the threat to your family.
Benji's gonna go full panic mumble mode. No, they're gonna go get. Oh, frick, what did I name them? Hold on a minute. What did I name my siblings?
Is it Clay again?
No, it's Nico and Ashi. Okay, so.
And old woman Zay.
Yep, and Grandma Zay. And Benji's just gonna like full on panic mumble of, oh no, they know where Nico and Ashi are. Not Grandma, not Grandma Zay.
Taibo's not 100% in a place to comfort and be like gentle right now, but is kind of just holding the shoulders and just like, Benji, you need to tell me what's wrong or I can't help you.
Also, Benjiro, take a condition for emotional distress.
Yay, afraid.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Okay. Anyway, so Benji can't necessarily find the words right now that come into like a coherent sentence. So he just kind of like gives lets the letter kind of fall in a way. So like he's so panicked that the letter falls, I'm assuming, like on the ground near where they're sitting.
Yep.
I've learned to read a little bit. Can I try to read a little better and try and understand what this letter says?
I'm gonna let you roll. Ooh, actually, let me think. I'm gonna have you roll with. Let's mark a fatigue, and you can roll with roll.
Interesting.
I'd
rather we not.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to.
Well, damn.
As you're attempting to read is going to benefit your role in your community a bit, as being some sort of liaison.
I have a -1 in roll currently. But that is gonna become a 10 because I rolled an 11.
Nice. You'll also shift one over towards roll, which will now be a
I am back at center.
Center. Congratulations. As you begin to sort of like piece together things, you start to because. Ooh. I'll say you're able to piece together enough words to like figure out the meaning behind different things. It's more of the correct. You got more correct words now versus like off words.
Okay, sick. Oh god. I think I pushed Benji away from me. He's like, "You're an assassin?"
Listen, yes, it's a way to make money. You don't really have a lot of options when you become an orphan. And when you have two siblings that are much younger than you,
How many people have you
look
killed?
after.
How many people have you killed?
How many people have they killed, Josh?
Your choices are either you don't keep track anymore, or I can roll some dice and I can give you a number that way.
Well, shit.
Which one do you
Okay.
feel is more appropriate for your character? Do you actually keep track, or have you stopped?
I feel like Benji keeps track because there's a little bit. I'm sorry, Josh, doing more work for you, but
No, it's fine. I'm gonna
like,
roll some dice.
Roll dice, poor baby.
I feel like Benji keeps, and I'm justifying this with like Benji keeps track of everything that happens because he. Oh no.
Josh.
Oh no.
What is it?
I'm just looking
Well,
at.
what dice did you roll?
I rolled my spirit dice and I rolled my weapons dice.
No. Like the D's.
Oh, d6s.
D6s, D8s,
I rolled.
Okay.
I rolled 46s that landed in 1, 2, 3, 4, which is why I'm laughing.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna say you. There's no way it's 1,234 people though, so we're gonna just add that into. We're gonna say well together it's 10, so we'll say 10.
Okay. I was gonna justify it by saying Benji definitely keeps track because there's a little like even though it's his job and he knows that he's doing it, he knows that he's doing it to make money, and he tries to justify it sometimes by saying like the people that he goes after aren't necessarily innocent. I'm assuming. Josh? Question mark.
Do you ask questions when a note arrives? Listen, you wanted to be the one who made an assassin. I'm just giving you.
You needed the money for your siblings.
I didn't know if you had this in the back of your mind or not, or if I could.
These are your choices.
Improv.
These are your choices.
Okay, so, I feel like Benji, like, he justifies it by saying that some of the people that he had to go for were not necessarily innocent, but he still doesn't like it. It's just a means of like trying to get enough money to get them to be comfortable. He's not doing it for. He's doing it for the sake of his family as opposed to for the sake of, the thrill. He doesn't like it.
How is Benjiro keeping track, by the way? Is it purely in your head?
No. Those scars on Benji?
Victor zazzing yourself?
He
Hey,
has
DC
just
Comics
marks
reference.
on his arm. He has marks on his arm of who he's.
Is that how you tell Tybo how many you?
Yep.
You just showed.
Yep.
I was gonna say either way, Tybo might have noticed it at this point.
I just assumed they got banged up.
Look, I'm sorry.
Don't. Not right now. Tybo crushes the to-go cup and leaves. Whatever direction Sakari went, opposite direction.
Ooh. The four of you have split. What a time. So as you all
breaking up.
Oh.
We gotta get the band back together.
That's the end of today's episode. Thanks for joining us.
So we cut back over to Rosalind, who what do you think you've wandered to at this point? Yeah, I'm gonna say you've all spent some time alone. It's now like night. It's falling around like nighttime. We're gonna have to start figuring out where to like sleep for the night, sort of deal.
I probably wandered somewhere where I won't be too bothered, or not really found either.
Right.
And I'm gonna start writing a letter to my father.
Oh.
Essentially being like, I found Rafa, and that the plans are going as plans should.
As you are writing, before you're able to fully finish it, you hear some crunching of snow behind you, and turning, you do see Rafa as having now been freed of her previous stuff, sort of like with a little flame on one of her fingers, is standing behind you, enough of a ways to like not be super up in your business, but like enough to where you can easily see her and have heard that she walked up. All right, Rosalind. Suppose it is time for you to tell me why you have found me.
Before I do that,
Yeah.
Rafa's pronouns are they, them?
Rosalind's pronouns.
Rafa's.
Oh, Rafa's are. Lip.
I think. No. Rosalind's is they, them. Rafa is now here.
Okay, wait. Hold on. You currently, the character you're playing, they, them. Character Josh playing AM.
Correct.
Cool.
And was using Air's pronouns previously as said character.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, Rafa is there with the fire.
Under direct orders to find you.
And why do you need to find me? Does our father think that I have some idea of what is going on, or?
We need information on the Southern Water Tribe, as well as I don't remember, Josh.
I think it was just military information on the Southern Water Tribe.
Okay, I think that's it.
Well, I don't know how I could help you with that at all, but let me put your mind at ease, Rosalind. If you do indeed plan on harming these good people in the name of our father, or in the name of anyone, I suppose, I will stop you.
Oh, I suppose you can try.
You may have been gifted. I have been studying quite a while. Things have changed. And she blows out the fire on her finger like a candle, and then sinks, like disappears into the darkness, going backwards.
That bitch.
And we cut to Sakari, who, where do you think you have found yourself as it is getting darker?
So like wandering around, would Sakari have heard things about like repairing whatever?
Yeah, you would have seen like waterbenders, people just in general, just sort of like going off to different areas to like repair different like structures or build different things that they've been using, stuff like that. So you would have seen stuff going on.
Yeah. Sakari finds whatever nearest group of people that are like helping to rebuild and just says like I can bend, put me to use.
Perfect. I'll say you run into a bunch of fellow waterbenders, and you begin to help out. You see, standing there is a woman about a little younger, probably than Kana is, um, and she turns to you and says, "Oh, you must be Sakari. Kana mentioned that you were visiting from the Northern Water Tribe." I am Hama. Is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I was curious. I've heard so much about the Northern Water Tribe and like their bending way. Uh, do you have any input on like the differences between the two?
Scar just like laughs a little bit and says, "Well, you're asking the wrong gender, but I can teach you how to heal."
Oh well, healing is great. We don't have a lot of healers down in the Southern Water Tribe, but like, how about we try? I can teach you how to fight, and you can teach me how to heal.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah, I'd be great. We are being attacked so often that I gotta be able to be prepared for any outcome, right?
Well, that's what I came here for. The second that I heard rumors at the docks, I couldn't keep rotting behind a wall. So, whatever you can teach me.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know. Would it be? I mean, I guess I personally would have liked to, be behind the northern wall because it's safer. But yeah, if you wanted to be out here, fighting the fight with us,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna not quite a call out, but we'll count it. Oh no, we won't. There wasn't any push or pull there. You begin to work with Hama and first repairing the wall, and then making plans to later on go train together. We're gonna cut over to Tybo. No, Oz.
No, that was a reaction to something else.
Okay. So Tybo, where are you trying to find? It is, of course, nightfall, becoming nighttime.
Fully away from any and all people. I think Tybo has found himself among otter penguins.
Oh, wonderful! You see,
and is strumming a sad little song for them, which I have prepared. If I could just remember what key I put it in.
Probably a minor key. It's a sad song.
No, it's soft.
So it's a major key?
No, well, I don't know. I'm deciding which, because I wrote the full song here. There's 4 verses.
Right. We'll say you're in the middle of it.
Oh, good. The sad verse. On the banks of the river he lay down, on the raft waiting there on the sand. With the last bit of strength in his body, he held on to my mother's hand. He looked up to his wife and he told her, "The spirits are calling my name." She squeezed him right back and she whispered, "My heart does the water reclaim." Swim, swim, swim in the river. He floated away on the tide. Grief and lost by the river. So there by the river she cried. And that's all we get to hear for the episode. I have more.
Right, as you are singing, and specifically about spirits, you see, watching out at the otter penguins as they mill about, slide, get ready for bed, so on. Uh, like sparkle, sort of like starshine, appears near them, and you can see sort of the physical manifestation sort of deal of one of the nearby spirits, because the South Pole is one of those anchor spots in the spirit world. So your song starts to resonate to the empty void, and you start to see like the shape of these polar bear-esque, like monkey rabbit things. It's weirder animal than that already are weird. That just sort of like comes over and sort of like sits down, not necessarily next to you, but like in within distance of you, being able to see that you now have an audience, and like more spirits are starting to like show up for a little bit of fun music. Do you you don't have to sing it, but does Tybo indulge them in some more song?
For sure, and I will sing it because I think it's thematically appropriate.
All right.
Well, it's true that time don't stop for no one, and all wounds will dull to an ache. But that woman still carries her head high, 'cause there's some things that sickness can't take. Sure, the world has got troubles and problems. It's got war, pain, and grief, loss, and strife. But we've all just got to remember, on the banks of the river there's life. Swim, swim, swim in the river. Wash all your troubles away. Love and life by the river. So here by the river I stay. Love and life by the river. So here by the river I stay.
And I'm gonna have you shift your balance 1 towards roll.
I'm off balance again.
Well, gonna be so good at. All right. So as you sing and your audience is there,
Morgan, are you crying this time?
No, because I'm stuffy already. So.
well, we're cutting over to Benjiro.
Hey.
Where have you found
no.
yourself?
I don't think Benji's moved from the spot. I think he's gotten to the point of like, well, shit. There's the Rafa issue, Rafa not Rafa issue, and then Sakari's pissed off, and then Tybo's obviously pissed off at him, and then he has this issue on top of it with having to, go after someone that he considered a friend, and he just, I think for a little while he doesn't necessarily know where to go or what to do, and so, go on.
The snow has made a little mound, and you've become sort of a snow person, and like your eyes are fine. You have a mouth hole and everything you can breathe, but you're just covered in snow, fully one with the environment.
Beautiful. Well, he feels like he has to do something. He has to do something. So he's gonna trudge off to go find Rafa, not Rafa.
Give me a roll of harmony. See if you can track down somebody who you haven't seen in the better part of a day at this point.
A 7?
You get the general idea of where Rafa or where Rosalind would be. But
because it's a partial success, you find Rafa.
Yeah, sure. You find Rafa, like, having just walked away from Rosalind. And you just sort of pass each other, ships in the night kind of.
How tall is Rafa?
Exact same height as Rosalind. They easily, both of them could just switch back and forth from the other.
I feel like Benji's totally gonna like think that it's actually Rafa that like he knows. Just because it's gonna be one of those things. Okay, yeah, he's gonna do a like a what's that kind of turn?
360 or 180?
Yeah, a 180 turn to just yell out, Rafa.
Do I know you?
And then he kind of clocks that, oh shoot, this is not who I'm thinking of.
Oh.
He's like,
you're one of the fellows who were with my sister, yes?
yes. Do you perhaps know where your sister's at?
I left them off at the, I don't know, I just kind of wandered. They're out there somewhere. I'm sure you'll find them at some point.
Oh, that's quite helpful.
Let me ask you, what did my sister get you wrapped up into anyway?
Well, your sister, well, not necessarily that they got us wrapped up into things, but as we, I don't know. I mean, we've been on a lot of adventures and a lot of things.
Have they
And
been cordial, nice? Have they been bonding with you?
I mean, I suppose outside of the times that they complain about the room and the smell of something sometimes, um, for the most part, I guess that they've been cordial. How long have you two been separated?
A few months now, I'd say. Almost a year. Close.
Is
I don't
there
know. I've lost kind of track of time. But no, I just want to know. Has my sister been using my name?
um what do you
Well, that gives me the answer I need. I just wanted to know. Why would you? I don't know. Why wouldn't you have taken it upon yourself to you see that she or a clock your you're in long sleeves now. Never mind, they can't clock it. They can't clock. So
Right.
they see the look in your eyes, and um sort of give you a look over, and what is your whole persona there? Wouldn't you have been able to, I don't know, take on my sister? Yes, Oz.
Important context question. I read the note, but I still can't read all that well. Do I know which one of them Benji was supposed to kill?
You.
Do I know?
See, I'm gonna keep. So, the note for real specifically mentioned both of them. Which is just, and did say take both of them out, because who knows. I'm gonna allow you as Tybo to pick which one you think the note was specifically targeting, instead of both at the same time.
Exciting. Thank you. I'll stew on that. Continue the
Okay.
scene, please.
My Tybo.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Rafa is looking you up and down. Wouldn't it be easier for you to, I don't know, exact my sibling's vengeance upon myself, or your vengeance upon my sibling, however you would prefer?
Why would you assume I had? I mean, I get it. I know you and your sister have been separated for long, but I've been with your sister for quite some time now, and I've gotten to know them.
Oh,
So
have you got to know them, or have you got to know a version of me?
I don't know what you're playing at. He gets like really like this is getting into his kind of assassin-y tone of being like cunning, but also like charming in a way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he gets into this lull of a voice going, I don't know what you're playing at, but if you intend to hurt anybody of my group, I will find means of getting rid of you. And believe me, darling, I know way.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But of course, I just wanted to know in terms of, my cousin, my sibling, and yeah, your feelings on things. If you want to take action right now, I wouldn't mind. And you see, sort of does little fire, like a coin, move with fire. Um,
Is it still burning in their hand?
no, it goes out as it finishes. Just a very quick thing.
Okay.
A little coin walk.
You'll know when well, let me say, you'll understand whenever I want to exact any sort of revenge, perhaps. But for you, it'll be a little too late. So I would highly suggest you watch your back and don't decide to fuck around.
I'm gonna call that denying a call out. Hey, Morgan, do me a favor, and as Benjo, please roll with action. The action principle.
Yeah, of course. This is the one that I want to roll low on, right?
Yes, it is.
Duh, of course I did. All right, that's a 9.
Oh well. On a 9, as they say, or mark of fatigue. So you gotta choose to mark of fatigue, or essentially, what Rafa has been hinting at is that it's probably time to essentially interrogate your friends as to what's been going on, as you've sort of been putting it aside.
Yeah, that was my plan anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh. You said that's the second option is just to do that.
Yeah, it's do that or mark of fatigue.
Yeah, that was essentially my plan anyway.
All right, cool.
So.
Yep. So you don't have to shoot bounce or anything. You don't have to. Although,
Can
here's
I
another thing.
Can I get like so Benji's not really how do I phrase this, a sexual person.
Sure.
But he's gonna get like I guess when he goes to this is kind of backtracking, but when he goes to whisper that thing, the last line of like but don't fuck around. He wants to whisper it directly into Rafa's ear.
As you do that, and as Rafa starts to like back away and disappear again into the night, I'm not sure what you're implying here, but I don't swing like that. Anyway, good day.
Benji's like so confused because he's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean swing like that?"
Gone. Rafa gone.
He pushes it aside and goes to try and find Rosalind. Oh, that sounds so weird. Rosalind.
All right. Yeah. So at some point, Rosalind, as you finish up your letter, Benjiro eventually finds his way to you.
Is it kind of like a can they see me in the dark, like finding my way to them?
They can hear you for sure. Not necessarily see, but Unless they're casting some sort of light. You don't have a way to make light.
That was my plan of not being seen.
Roll focus to rely on your skills and training. See if you can sneak up in the snow.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Let's go. That's 9.
So either mark a fatigue to avoid consequence, or yeah, Rosalind's gonna catch you as you're not used to the snow.
Fatigue, baby.
Okay.
Take a long rest at some point.
Okay, you take the fatigue, and so you sort of figure out that you should be like sliding your feet instead of like taking steps to get around the snow, and are able to sneak up on Rosalind.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
Remind you the last time you snuck up on Rosalind. You did get punched in the face.
Benji remembers this time. Benji remembers to duck and weave.
Duck and weave.
Yeah, Benji's gonna do like the whisper.
Duck would be the right call.
It's duck and weave.
Duck into that 5-foot punch.
Then
just fully on the ground duck and then weave.
Relevate and weave. So Benji's gonna, since you said that I can sneak up on Rafa, or
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
On Rosalind, however you'd like, yeah.
Is there a tree nearby or something nearby? Like
nope,
a pillar?
it's all snow for miles to see. Just Rosalind picked a spot, sat down, and started writing.
Okay, then Benji's gonna do a second option. He's gonna bend down into Rafa's ear and just whisper, "You need to tell me what's going on right now. Right the fuck now."
That's when Rafa swings to punch.
Relevate and weave.
I'm gonna go PvP. We're going to a combat exchange between two people because we're emotionally charged and who knows what might happen.
Megan, get the popcorn.
Let's go.
So I'm not going to be doing anything for the PCs. You two will be choosing. I'll give you some time to choose a stance maneuver, defend and maneuver, or stance move. Either defend and maneuver, advance attack, or evade and observe. And then we will go from there.
Happening so fast.
All right.
Okay.
So
clearly I'm gonna
pick secretly, and then I'll ask you to reveal. Once you both give me a thumbs up as to what you're going to be doing. Knowing. All right. So anyone defending and maneuvering?
Let's go.
That is Morgan. All right. Going first, Benjiro. Roll with focus.
defend combat moves. Okay.
That's an 8.
So you can choose one basic or master technique.
You said basic and basic. What's the other? Because I don't have the page pulled up. What's the other basic techniques that are not like?
You got ready, retaliate, or seize a position. Seize a position would be your duck and weave type deal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is do something like that. Seize a position.
Okay. So then we're gonna move on to Rosalind. Attacking. Are you advancing attacking?
I am absolutely advancing attacking.
All right. Roll with passion.
I got a 5, 6.
6. So that's a miss, but you can choose to shift your balance one way, away from center, whichever way it goes, to perform one basic technique if you like.
I'll do that.
Okay, so shift your balance away from the center, whichever way it's going, and then choose either strike, pressure, or smash.
Strike.
Strike if within reach. Did you want to mark the extra fatigue, or did you want Morgan to just pick?
I'll let Morgan pick.
Okay. So Benjiro either gets to mark a condition, mark 2 fatigue, or shift your balance away from center.
I'm gonna shift my balance away because I already have a condition.
Cool. For the season position, did you want to disengage or did you want to just move to a more advantageous position, or even move Rosalind into a less advantageous?
I think move Rosalind into a less advantageous position, not to like make it so that we're fighting, but just to get to a point where like they understand of like, hey, I don't want to fight, but if I have to fight, I will fight.
Cool. And then because Rosalind has firebending, are you firebending or are you just straight punching?
Oh, I'm firebending.
Okay. As you go to launch some fire at Bendro, this has happened before. You know a fist is coming, so you push Rosalind away from you as far as you can. As some fire comes out, still hits you, but you've gotten Rosalind away from you, as that is the entire combat exchange. And so now you have some distance if you want to talk a little bit, or if you want to just go back into a fight.
Did Rosalind see me?
I mean,
Like,
what do you mean?
Do they know that it's me, or
I
is
mean,
it?
they
Like,
probably they probably recognize your voice.
okay.
I'm just gonna say I did what I had to do, and then I'm gonna go to attack again.
Okay, we have one person going back into combat. Bendro, did you want to go back into combat?
I'm okay with that, but I'm still not necessarily gonna be fighting, if that makes sense.
Cool. PvP round 2. Choose your spots. Got it. All right. Anyone defending and maneuvering? No. Anyone advancing and attacking?
Yep.
All right. Roll with passion.
Is this a good thing for me?
Oopsies, I got a 10.
Oh no. You can choose either to mark fatigue and use a learn technique. You can use one practice technique, or you can use 2 different basic or master techniques. I have a thought of what I'd cast. What?
Do you? No.
Well, you have a practice technique that we talked about.
You're right. I want to do that.
Oh no.
Oh, fun. All right. I know. As we're going to also then move to being observed, and then I'll let more consequences. Because that's the only thing left. Wait, no, I found it. Okay. Oh. No, you can't do that one as advance and attack.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that one's a evade and observe. Okay. Different move.
I'm gonna do. What were the options again?
You can either mark fatigue and use a learn technique, or you can use 2 different basic or master techniques, but they have to be the advancing attack.
I'm gonna use the basic. Can I use pressure and strike?
Pressure and strike. Okay, strike again. Did you want to mark the fatigue, or did you want to just leave it up to Morgan again?
Leave it up to Morgan.
Okay, and then which of the 3 stances do you not want Morgan to use next time if you go into another one?
Moving. Oh, the
Defend and maneuver.
Defend and maneuver.
All right, cool. And then we move on to Morgan's evade and observe. Roll with either creativity or harmony.
Either one gives me +2. Okay. That's a 6.
So that's a miss. Well, but you could also shift your balance away from center if you would like to use a basic technique.
If my balance is already away from center.
You just keep going further away from it.
If I want to use a what again?
Basic technique. So either test, balance, bolster, hinder, or commit.
Part of me wants to, but I'm so far away.
And then for strike, you also still get to choose either to mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center.
Okay. Condition.
Okay.
Angry.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Oz and Megan are having their own thing going on.
I know.
I'm gonna mark it away from center.
Okay. So then which of your techniques are you going to use? I wanted to hinder. Hinder, okay. And clicked an appropriate status. Explain to me what you're going to be doing to hinder them, and then I'll figure out what status they get.
Okay, so where are they in position to what when I go to hinder?
Well, you've pushed them away, so they're about 2-3 yards away, something like that. Pretty good stuff to get out of some of their range.
Okay. I'm going to like try to duck in a way, if that makes sense. So like duck away and try to hide in the shadows.
Okay, so we'll call that impaired. Okay, so you're gonna yeah, Rosalind will end up getting the impaired status, as it'll be harder to find Benjiro. But before that happens, for Cassie's benefit, because I know they've been really excited to use it. The strike is in the form. You see Rosalind doing that the like drag through the air, lightning at the tips of their fingers, building up the energy, and a bolt of lightning strikes out, causing your hit as you disappear into the night. And that is the end of that combat exchange.
What the fuck?
Rafa just starts screaming Benji's name. Rosalind.
We're all confused now.
Benji's name.
Do you say Benji or Benjiro? There's a difference.
Benji.
In a taunting way or in a...
And more of a... You know how at the end of Songbird and Snakes?
Oh, shit.
Ooh, fun.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Less like crazy. It's more like a mixture of Rosalind trying to like keep their cool, but mixed with a little bit of just rage.
As you are yelling out Benjiro's name, we're gonna cut to another area. I mean, it's nighttime by now. You're probably asleep. I'm gonna say Sakari and Taibo, on full coincidence, has somehow like met up and trying to find a place to like sleep for the night.
Taibo's fully lying down with the otter penguins.
I'm gonna say Sakari, you've wandered off because you start hearing music off in the distance. So you know something's going on, and stumble upon Taibo, because I don't think Taibo will have had moved.
I think the first thing you see is the 4-string in the snow, and as you get closer, you start being able to see over like the surface of the snow. Taibo's fully like in there, just lying straight on his back, just.
This might work out well in the swamp. We are in the snow. You will quickly be uncomfortable.
I'm getting used to being uncomfortable.
Do you want to go be uncomfortable in a shelter that's not wet?
Taibo kind of looks up at Sakari. Anything else I should know before I go off with another stranger?
First of all, I don't even know how to approach that. So you're upset that I didn't out Rosalind's secret that we were related? I wasn't gonna say anything if they weren't gonna say anything.
Don't out people. Heard it here.
Again, did not know that they and Scar just makes that motion.
Rosalind, Rafa, whatever. Their secrets are their own. You're the niece of the Fire Lord?
No. Well, I mean, wait, no, not the Fire Lord.
No, not the Fire Lord. Just in general.
That's all he got.
No, their dad's like, I don't know, I tune it out. Some military person.
So you're not okay. I will admit my reading comprehension's not that great. Rosalind's secrets are their own, but I don't know, I just feel like I've been real open and honest, and I feel like the three people I trusted the most in the world at this time just dropped a whole lot of new information on me, and I'm scared. I thought I had more answers than I did, and now I have more questions.
Wait, hey, leave poor Benji out of it.
Oh yeah, because Sakari was gone by then.
You know what, Benji?
Where is Benji? Why did you come out here without him? He's probably lost as much as you are.
Benji's got his own secrets to work out.
Like what?
You didn't feel like sharing Rosalind's? I don't feel like sharing Benji's.
Fair enough. Okay.
Taibo kind of sits up out of the snow and just kind of looks slightly up at Sakari, because Sakari's short and Taibo's tall. Thing else that you're keeping from me? Any other major secrets?
Our grandparents are the same. We're cousins.
We've covered that. Have you, other than any familiar relations, been honest with me?
Sakari like tries to think.
If there's some ulterior motive for coming down here, like you're trying to kill someone or something.
Kill someone?
What a specific example.
Yeah, Sakari. No, I came down here to protect my sister tribe. That is the only reason I'm here, is to make a difference. I don't really care what you've got going on if you're gonna start attacking me like this. I'll let you sit over here and then
Wait. I'm sorry. Where's that dry indoors you were talking about?
Hana, she's one of the other water vendors here. She showed me a place that they have some openings. We can go over there.
Okay.
We should find Benji though. He's never been here either.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go look for him.
And as you head off, that is where we'll be ending today's session.
No.
Yes, we'll pick up next time.
Hey, I hate it here.
Thank you for watching. I have been your GM, Josh. Thank you to my wonderful friends, Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. What another exciting episode of Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes. Hey, Oz.
Hang on. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the episode. Leave a comment down below about ways that your friends have betrayed you and lied to you and ruined your trust in them. And tell us all your secrets down in the comments below so your friends can see it and not be surprised that you're a murderer or a Fire Nation heiress or whatever. Be sure to subscribe for more content and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss another exciting installment of Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes Arc 3: The 100 Years War.
Yeah, bye.
Megan, give us the intro.
Yes.
Avatar Legends, Legacy of Heroes. I'm your GM, Josh. I'm here with my friends, Josh. Josh and Josh.
Yeah! Josh! Oops, all Josh episode! Hold on.
Let me start typing stuff.
I think Patamon is the superior Digimon in the franchise because he's the most like Simba from The Lion King. They're both orange, which makes them superior.
Superheroes. Once upon a time. Comic books. Dice. Other things. Working at the movie theater.
I'm Josh Luna, and I'm Johnny Cash.
Just hitting every personality thing I've ever done.
Bing, bing,
Every little bit of like thing I've been interested in.
Hi, I'm Josh Luna, and I ate alone in the library in middle school.
I wasn't alone. There was books.
That's devastating.
No, I wasn't allowed to. Cause in middle school there was like I was
allowed because I was a huge fucking nerd.
No, so I wasn't allowed to eat lunch in the library because that was reserved for the students who were slow at like reading comprehension and such. So like they would take lunch period and a teacher would read to them during lunch, so that they could do book reports and such on time. And so I was just in the cafeteria, just hanging out alone.
Wait, when would they eat?
In the library during lunch.
Oh.
So like they would be read to while eating, and then they would be like caught up for book reports and such.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like 5 kids, and I was like, man, I've never wanted to be like slightly developmentally challenged, but like that's a fun benefit, getting to eat with all those books around me. I could read while eating.
I mean, if you come to my room, you can eat with books all around you.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this in there because it's a good message. But Oz, you're about to eat some of those words.
What?
Oh.
Josh, cancel the episode.
What?
We're talking about this.
Tune in next week.
But yeah, so she runs off.
Christopher, middle name, last name. How dare you? Unbelievable.
So good.
Anyway, I look at my sister and I say, "Hello, Rafa. Nice to see you."
At which point has disappeared to go help out the other two.
Oh, she left?
Well, yeah, because she said we'll have to finish this later, and then went off
then
to
I
go
just
help.
Did I say it? Not fuck. Okay, too many names in my brain.
That's the whole episode over.
No, we ruined the big reveal. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, did
I
they...
never want to hear shit again about me pulling some sort of surprise nonsense of you
on.
said Kenren's death from the beginning.
Oh, this one's a me thing. This one's a me thing.
You're related somehow.
You have done this multiple times. This is your comeuppance. This is where
What it is.
We be friends. Why can't we be friends?
Anyway,
But this part wasn't planned. This was a
Starlet's legacy.
This mission is a full me thing. This wasn't a planned with Morgan, Cass, or Megan kind of thing. Everything else was them. But this mission thing is me.
An assassin.
Listen, I was gonna be honest anyway.
I actually don't think we've ever asked each other like anything.
No. You all said, "What's your name?" Bye.
We're friends now. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're kind of not good friends. We don't